Now 5 wide. Presented by Quick Trip's quality gasoline guarantee. It's just another way Quick Trip has you covered.
And we are indeed 5 wide. I'm Chuck Garbini along with Josh Albrecht, and joining us John Kuhn, Brian Butch, Armin Sarian. As we head into turn number 1 at full throttle on a Monday morning, and Armin's got a beard, which is kind of unusual.
Well,
He does have a beard.
I've been rolling with this, Admirals playoff beard, and they won again last night.
Yeah, they did.
They did. That's a big one.
Moving on, baby.
4-0 in the first period. That's the way to do it.
That's the way you jump on a team on the road in Game 5, huh?
You know what I was thinking about
You show
too?
them what it's like.
I was thinking about the fact that Armin said after the Admirals only took 1 at home. He said hard to win 2 in a row.
Yeah,
hard to win 2,
Or
and
2 out of 3.
No team did.
But it's not a true playoff beard.
Yeah, I was
It's
just going
not.
to say.
It's a beard,
Why
and
is
it's
that?
and it's nice, and it's coming in well.
It's
But
nice.
A true playoff beard, you don't line up.
I
A
did
true
not
playoff.
line, John. I have not.
It
touched
You don't
this
have
once.
anything on your cheeks
No,
at all
John,
on your cheeks.
I haven't touched this once. This is how my beard goes.
It's
You
how
know
you're
what, he's
seeing it in the
telling the
camera.
truth, though.
I'm
No,
telling
no.
you, John, it does not look good.
Yeah, no.
Stop. Hold on a second. Do you mean to tell me his beard just naturally lines
This is what
his
it is.
cheeks?
No, it doesn't. I can tell right there.
It's not lying.
Closest to his mouth. It's coming up a little bit.
And you guys are all missing the point. There's so much gray hair that's starting to come through that beard.
Yeah.
That was not known about 5-6 days ago.
Right
How
here.
long has this been, Armin?
Was it
gotta
yesterday?
be-
You shaved yesterday,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah, that's what I
exactly.
Looks
expected.
good.
No, it's got to be 4 weeks now.
So in 4 weeks, the beard, the,
No
the
way, that's
hair
been a
on your
month?
chin and mustache has grown, but the hair
Maybe
on your
3.
cheeks has grown maybe a smidge.
I've never had a beard this long, by the way. So this is uncharted territory. So we're all witnessing it firsthand.
I
So-
don't think it's as long as it should be. I think you cheated
Yeah,
somewhere along the lines.
it
I
should
think
be-
I think you've either lined the beard up or you trimmed it up or you've done something. That doesn't look like a true.
It should be more
playoff
Amish like. It should have a little you
Yeah.
know, old settler look to it, and it really
You
doesn't.
didn't line it up for the wedding
I
shower?
promise you, I haven't touched it. If I do it, I probably would do it for this weekend.
I
coming up.
feel like with as hairy as you are, your beard should be connecting to your eyebrows.
And I'm gonna tell you something. It's not. No, I do.
Yeah,
have
if
a
it's
little-
gonna connect, that's how it should connect. That's where it should be, right
The
there.
neck hair should be connecting to the beard on the chin and the
Uh-huh.
bottom. It should all be connected.
Maybe
And with
my
as
beard-
hairy as Armin is, it should all be connected. I feel like he's cheated us.
Maybe-
These John Kuhn grooming tips brought to you by GQ.
Not you. Maybe reports of my hair growth are greatly exaggerated.
Wait.
Maybe I'm not that. Maybe my beard is a paper tiger. Have you ever thought
Maybe it's
about
just the
that?
rest of your body. Yeah. that
Right.
has
Like you
hair
guys
all
talk
over the
about
place.
Armin has chest hair and stuff, but so you expected me to have this massive beard after a
we
month,
did.
and it just happens to be a very even, sexy looking beard.
Wow.
Also,
okay.
now hold on a minute. Did you
Nothing
say
sexy
that you have
about
like a
this.
wedding? Do you have something you got to go to this weekend?
I'm going on a bachelor party this weekend.
Oh, bachelor party. Okay. No.
yeah. It's
Oh, so
not.
you
Yeah,
can
you're
keep it.
fine.
You're
Yeah, you're
married
fine.
already. You don't need it.
Well,
Why
what
would
am
you?
I-
I mean, what
Guaranteed
do
he
you-
where you-
cheats
where
for the
you-
bachelor party.
Where are you going to?
on the beard. Cheats on the
Nakusa?
beard.
Nakusa.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
I'd love
John,
to.
easy.
Cheats on the beard.
Cheats
No,
on the beard.
I'm
On the
going-
beard.
No, it's my future brother-in-law. We're going to Miami, and South Beach Sarin is making a big
When's
return.
the wedding?
Oh, are you wearing
Did
one
you
of your
buy new-
outfits?
Did
July.
you buy new gear, new
July.
threads?
New gear,
Yeah.
new
Are you
no.
are you wearing new stuff, or are you wearing that pajama party thing you had on last time?
same pajama party
Oh,
event.
geez. Great. Wonderful.
I love that
You mean
called
my
it
you
a
mean,
damn party.
you mean my my 2-piece romper? Not
Sure,
romper.
whatever you want to
What do they
call
call
it.
You called it a romper.
Yeah.
Let's go. Yes.
John
Because it
loves
is a
that.
romper.
No, I'm
Let's
just
look in the
gonna-
romper room mirror. Here's Armin wearing something. What are you
First of
wearing
all,
this week, Armin, in Miami?
I'm not wearing much because I'm flying Spirit. And I
Gross.
cannot check a bag.
I don't want to know that
Yeah.
either.
All right.
I'm not wearing.
Now's
Well,
the
I'm
time
fine.
to change the
Well,
channel.
I'm flying Spirit. I can't check a bag, so I can't wear too much. I have like 2 outfits. 2 days. It's only been a couple days, so no, it'll be a good time. It'll be a good time. South Beach Sharian making his return, and with the beard is traveling with me
Do you
because they
get
have
to
most one.
you get to do your own nickname, South Beach Sarian? Is that like
I think that was a
came
Zabe
about.
is that
thing.
trademarked?
That's a Zabe thing. It came about last year when I went
Yeah.
to Florida. So
Yeah, I
Are
think
you allowed in South Beach?
as far as I know,
they let
no
you
one-
back in now
no-
because South Beach Sarian.
well, we're flying to Fort Lauderdale, so
you're
that's
flying
only-
on Spirit. You're not
that's a
really
little trick.
flying. You're just kind of airborne, hopefully.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
We're riding.
Yeah, pretty much. That's about the way it works right now.
Hey,
Right.
Chuck.
Yeah.
Question for you.
Yes, sir.
All right. So Michael Block, the story of the whole week, right?
Yep.
Brooks Koepka wins.
Yeah.
Tell me how this works with the PGA because it's great. He's not an amateur.
Nope, he's not.
How,
He's a
how
teaching
does he
professional.
how does he get to where he gets to?
How does he get to the PGA
Playing good golf.
Championship?
Yes. Yeah.
They have a tournament that they play every year, and
20 spots, right, Chuck?
Yep, there are 20 spots available, and in that, if you're one of the top 20, you get in to the PGA Championship. And with that, because the difference with the PGA of America is those guys make money teaching, so they're professionals, hence the name. And so when they win, he won $288,333. It was nice. It's a good payday for him. It's a nice little thing. But he's played in the Southern California section for a long time. He's 46.
Been in 3 of them, right?
Yeah,
he's played in 3 PGAs.
Yeah, and he's played in other stuff where he's made money.
Yeah.
But he charges $125 an hour for lessons. So this is a little bit of a bonus for him. Plus, he's also got an exemption into the next 2 PGA Tour events.
Plus, he got invited to the next one next week. Where is it?
Yep.
Down in Fort Worth.
He's down at Colonial for the Charles Schwab, and then after that, he'll be at the RBC Canadian. So he's going to be in 2 more PGA Tour events.
Is there a better story out there than that?
Nope.
Is there a better story? Did the PGA want this story more than Brooks Koepka win?
Yep.
Right? Was this not a story that made the PGA feel so much better than having a live player win?
They were so happy when this whole thing happened because it far outshines Brooks Koepka's story. And I think Brooks Koepka is trying to make a play to get back on the PGA Tour and get away from live. I think he took live. I think he took the money from live because anybody would take the money, but I think he thought his career was over because of the injury to his knee. I really think that he thought he wasn't going to play anymore to that level, to an exceptional level. He could still play, but I don't know that he could play to the level that he would be a major championship winner. And he took the money because he thought he wasn't going to be able to do it anymore. And finally, whatever happened, the rehab, the surgery kicked in, and he's able to play, which is why he won. But
win majors,
yeah. But the big thing was Michael Block all weekend long. That was the biggest thing. It was great to see. It was a good time event. He didn't take himself seriously, took the golf seriously, and played exceptionally well. It's what you want to see.
And he dunked an ace, which is amazing.
Well, I'll tell you, so that's the hardest thing to do.
That was the icing on the cake, by the way.
Not only the ace, but the fact that he jarred it.
Yeah,
that's the hardest. I mean, when you have one coming in, there's times Jerry Kelly's got an ace on tour. I think it might be Champions Tour. PGA Tour Champions, where he bounces one off of a side, it goes off a thing and bounces around, and all of a sudden it appears on the green, it rolls into the cup, and you're like, well, some guys roll them in. To jar it on the fly, it's startling, which is why I don't think he saw it, because it was like, did that go in? Because it's a really weird experience when you hit a ball and you expect to see it on a green, and it just goes thunk right into the cup and destroys it.
Really?
Oh,
usually
yeah.
when I hit a ball, it doesn't go anywhere near the green. It goes somewhere
No,
else.
I saw you at Century World.
I'm just as surprised, too.
I saw you at Century World. You were piping them out there pretty good all day long.
Splitting fairways.
Bush. Splitting fairways, hammering greens. It was a good time.
You've hole one, obviously. John,
he's done it twice.
I have a hole in one. I have 2 holes in one in one round.
Holes in one.
Right, I've defied the odds.
Listen, I remember. You're right. You have 2. Yes.
2 holes, 1 chuck. Good job there. You really killed it on that round. That was amazing.
That is the video I have not seen.
I'll say this. There's something about the luck factor in golf that can make it so interesting. If that ball is 3 inches higher in the air and hits off the pin and rolls backwards off the green. And
ricochet somewhere else.
Then all of a sudden, Mike Block finishes in 20th position or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah, a little bit different vibe, a little bit different feel to this. So all the stars align for that, for the PGA Tour to be able to have their scenario where, Brooks Koepka's coming. The Live Golf is coming. Live Tour is coming, and they don't want to embrace it. Chuck, I think they should embrace it. I think they should make every single one of these majors Live versus PGA, and they should embrace that. They had it at the Masters. They had Brooks up there at the Masters. They had Phil with this phenomenal last day at the Masters, and the PGA Tour won that one. Well, this one, the Live gets back. Now it's 1-1 for the 2023 season for major champions. This could be a real storyline going forward, but they want to ignore it. They want to ignore it and keep that off the radar. I'm surprised by that.
I don't think they want to ignore it. I think they want to bury it. I don't think they want anything to do with it if they don't have to. They'd be far more happy if they were the Taylor Gooches of the world and they didn't show up and didn't play well. But that's not the reality of the situation. The reality is on day one of the PGA Championship at Oak Hill on the East Course, you had Dustin Johnson on the top of the leaderboard, and it was like, this could be a real problem for everybody. If it was Dustin Johnson and Brooks Koepka fighting for the lead, it'd be interesting to see what the television ratings would be for the end of that. Michael Block kept everybody engaged. The poor thing is that CBS didn't show enough of him during the course of the round. I mean, he was 1 over for the entire round, but you barely saw him, which is kind of interesting. They showed him teeing off on the first hole being introduced. They showed the ace coming out of commercial because they were recording it in commercial. It wasn't even a live thing that you saw. it's going to be interesting going into LA and seeing what happens at the US Open, because that's going to be the next one. And it'll be interesting to see going forward how LIV is accepted, depending on what the litigation holds in the off season going into the 2024 season. Because right now everybody's digging this thing, and excuse me, the people that are doing the Netflix series Full Swing, they are absolutely loving this thing right now, because this is
content
storyline after
yeah.
storyline after storyline. And going forward, there was a bunch of people following Brooks at Augusta for the Netflix series, and then into this was even bigger. And Michael Block will have his own segment for this, because I've talked to some of the producers. They are just absolutely thrilled. They ended up sending a guy down to his home course in Southern California to film the reaction on Sunday.
About that sneak peek from Chuck.
Oh, there's stuff
the
coming.
production.
It'll be really good.
I love that.
It's going to be really good.
Producer on it.
Since you bring up Full Swing, Chuck, what'd you think of season 1 altogether?
I thought it was average. I thought they tried to manufacture some stuff that wasn't there. I thought the most interesting thing was Joel Damon. I thought he was the best story of them all going into it. I thought the Brooks thing was interesting because it really kind of showed kind of who he was and what he was behind the scenes. It kind of humanized him, which was kind of a hard thing to do because everyone was demonizing the LIV players, and he was just one of them. And I thought the thing with Ian Poulter was fascinating, because when they first showed it, I saw the bottle of vodka in his locker in the bottom corner, and was just like, oh my gosh, I hope somebody sees that thing, because it's great. But Ian Poulter's a peacock and prances around and preens, and he is what he is. It was, I think it was okay.
What is your theory on titration?
On what now? Say it again. I didn't hear you.
Titration.
What's?
You're around the golf. You're around golf courses enough. You should know what titration.
What's
is.
titration?
That's you got to maintain a certain blood alcohol level to have that perfect swing fluid.
To have your base level be okay. It depends. It depends on what you're. It depends on what you're doing. Do
you believe in titration, Chuck? Do you think, at least for amateur golfers?
It depends on what you're doing it with. Depends on what if you're into transfusions, if you're into beer, what are you into? Depends on what you like.
Everybody has their own. I guess my theory is, do you believe in the concept of swing lube?
Me personally, no.
No. Okay.
Nope.
Butchie, do you believe in the concept of swing lube?
I don't believe in it, no. But is it something that do I like to drink on the course? Yeah. Here's a difference.
Yeah.
It depends who I'm with. Like at Century World, I could have a couple of them with a good group.
Sure.
I've been with a lot of groups where it's just like, I better button this thing up. Like, this is more of a meeting than more golf. Like, this is more of me trying to get something done and someone else trying to have a conversation versus trying to like actual golf. So you can't really like have a lot of cocktails. So it all depends.
But I'm surprised by this. Of all the golf you guys have played, there's never been an instance where it was like double, triple, and you're like, man, I just need to do something different. Grab me a beer. You get a beer, you get half a beer down. All of a sudden, the swing loosens up. All of a sudden, drives are a little straighter, the putts are a little firmer. Ball start falling in the hole.
That's what you think is happening, but that isn't what's happening.
Sounds like we have backyard Butch and boardroom Butch. Sometimes Butch is on the boardroom Butch, where
like
he's
radio Butch and TV Butch. There are
exactly radio and TV. So backyard
now, the
Butch,
truth that I speak will always be the truth, but that's fine.
Don't bowlers have the same deal, Josh? I have a friend that was a really good bowler, tall guy, lefty in college. He was always better when he had a few. Always better. I don't know why. And then it was diminishing returns.
Well, here's the difference.
That's the point of titration, maintaining the right level. You don't go too far.
Now, see,
but you need one or two. You need a couple.
I think the difference is that a lot of bowlers that drink when they're bowling will they're just drinking.
Yeah.
Like they'll start drinking before they're bowling.
Just a drink.
And then they're like, then they tell themselves and everyone else, well, look, my last game was way better. So clearly I'm a better bowler when I drink.
Sure.
It's not something to where they get through game one and they go, man, I'm really tight. Let's get a picture. I think I got to loosen up a little bit here. That game was a little tight. I kept missing my mark. That doesn't happen in bowling. They are
not drinkers who bowl. They're not bowlers who drink.
Yes.
There's a big difference between the two.
Fair enough.
Huge difference.
Absolutely.
Have you guys ever had something you were really nervous about, and you had to shake off the nerves? So you took a shot of something
this morning before 5 wide.
Really? Every day?
I'm just kidding.
Name an event, John.
Now it's all starting to make sense.
For full disclosure, I haven't had a drink since January 8th, 1988. That was the last time that I drank anything.
And I can't ask Chuck about swing.
No, it doesn't,
That's what
it doesn't
I
work
think.
for me.
That's a good streak going.
Yeah.
Chuck's got a good streak going.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't ruin that one.
I got
That's
the
pretty good.
over-under on that one, yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
I don't think I like a big event. You're nervous, so you like a big meeting or a big like. And some people in college would go before an exam. I know, and just take one. And I'm like, you guys are crazy. Like, don't you want to be of sound and focused mind? But you know me. I mean, I'm a lightweight. I don't drink.
Yeah,
too
you're
much.
different.
I'm a lightweight. Josh,
That's
knows.
why
I
golf-
definitely do, John. I've had many moments, including
Sunburn
participating in foursomes in golf and not knowing who I'm going to be golfing with and being like, oh boy, they're expecting like some actual celebrity or at the very least someone who could play golf well, and instead they're getting me.
See, you
The
told on
double
yourself.
whammy with Josh.
Right. So, I'm coming there with drinks for everybody. I'm like, we're not going to golf well, but we're going to party.
See,
That's why we have a beverage card on the golf course.
right.
Everybody can stay as lubed as they want.
Yeah.
You can have whatever you want, whenever you want.
Oh.
We started actually this year. We started at the Broadlands. We started doing Jello shots. We're doing Jello shots now,
Hey, people will buy them, right?
and they are buying them left, right, and
Yeah.
center. They love Jello shots.
well, it's a refreshing cold, and you get a
Yeah.
little, yeah. I make
Yeah.
sense. I could see that.
No, it's delicious. It's the best.
I stick with my Arnold Palmer anytime.
Or a spiked one.
Yeah. Ever have a spiked one?
I have, but I don't need it. Like when I'm golf.
You're
I'm
right. You
not-
don't need it.
I
Good
like
golf.
golfing. I like the experience. I'm not really, you know me. I'm not like a golfer that's going to be striving for a certain score or anything like that.
You're
so,
just playing.
Yeah.
You're just having a good time.
having a good time.
Good
Right.
for you. It's the best.
It's about the camaraderie. It's about being out in nature. It's about enjoying the game, right? Chuck's taught me these things when I filled in working Garbedian on golf.
Oh yeah, yeah. When you're the
Oh,
producer
yeah.
of that, yeah, we tell you all
I
kinds of
get
things
so
there.
confused.
we talk about a great game of golf and what's important, what's great about it. I like these things.
What's on 9 to noon today? What are we doing?
We'll chew this up a little bit more. Mike Block and
Mhm.
how he stole the show from the Live Tour and
Mm-hmm.
whether that was a good thing or not. And then we'll get into the NBA finals because we know who it's going to be. And it's not going to be the NBA's dream matchup, but it's still the best matchup out there, I think. So we'll see what Butchie thinks about that. And 112 days until the Packers season starts. What do we need to see between now and then? A third of a year yet, believe it or not. Third of a year until the football season starts. What do we need to see?
John Kuhn, Brian Butch, Armin Sarian, 9 to noon coming next. Thank you, boys. Tag, you're it. All the best to everybody out there, and let's tee it up.
With